Hello everyone. Well, it's been a while since I made my last video about the Comet, and I just wanted to update you on a few things. I have all the trim off of it. My father, my pop, he's 89 years old, and this really brought us together for a project. He loves puttering on it. He's detailed and did all kinds of work for me on there. On the back of the trunk, there's a Comet, and the Mercury was missing. But what I was able to find, on eBay for a pretty decent price was a Mercury Meteor trunk logo thing. So what I'm going to do, well, he's going to do it because he's helping me with this. We're going to end up strategically somewhere cutting this off and cutting it off of the Meteor and making this now part of this. Sorry for the Meteor guy. Maybe I'll save this for something. I don't know, but that's the story on that. I was missing, these go in the front on the fender. I was missing one, and it was in pretty bad shape, pitted and all. And I'll tell you, a little elbow grease, and he uses one of those green Scotch-Brite, I guess, non-scratching type pads, and I don't know, maybe bartender's friend. These came out really nice, really nice. So, and all the other exterior trim, I have it all. It's laying all here. These need to be cleaned up real good, but that's stainless steel. I guess it's plated stainless steel. So once you clean them up, they stay in pretty good shape. I have some of the weather stripping for the doors, trunk, and crawl. And you'll see the work I've been doing. I got my engine compartment kind of filthy because I didn't have a seal on the hood. And took the tail lights off. They shined up pretty good. I got one backup light busted up. But I found a used one. Looks in good condition on eBay. I found a used one for 20 bucks, 25 bucks. So I'm waiting for that to come in. That's steel. Now what we did find out, okay, I'm going to put you on pause here. Okay, back out to the car. It's been 100 degrees here in Southern California. There's a heat wave, pretty bad. But anyway, everything's off the back. I didn't take the bumper off. And what I'm doing is I'm sanding it to where everything is flat, and at the same time grinding out any little imperfections and divots. And if I have to do some spot putty in here and there, I do that. This door, the driver's door, was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. So that one got abused a lot. But it's dusty right now because it's been sitting. But I have, the roof has 3 coats. The hood has 3 coats. The trunk lid, which is hard to see because it's in the sun here, the trunk lid and rear have 3 coats of, and here's the thing, I've been watching a lot of videos, and I think it's going to work out. I've been using, because I wanted to get something like a Wimbledon, am I saying it right? The white. Because the door jambs are already that color, and I figure a lighter color won't show as much, won't show as much blemishes. Because I'm not going to make it perfect, but I did take out some major dings. I'm using, I don't have a new can here for you to tell, but I'm using good old Rust-Oleum oil-based paint. This is called Canvas White. It's covered up right here, Canvas White, but on eBay you can get them for 20 bucks a piece versus Depot it's close to 30 a piece. Couldn't believe it. What I'm doing after I do a little sanding on the body and try to take out as much of the blemish as I can, then I'll clean it up good, and then I'll use this primer first, just hoping and thinking that that's going to help. Now what I'm also doing, what I learned, is my mix ratio. I came up with my mix ratio that I thought worked good with the paint. Oh, by the way, I'm rolling it on with a roller, with a high density foam roller. And so I use, for example, I use a half a cup of paint, and then I use 1.5 teaspoons of hardener, a catalyst hardener. It's in the house. I'm keeping it in the cool because I don't know if that stuff will survive out here in the heat too good. So I use I'm using the hardener, and I'm also using 2 tablespoons of some thinner, and the thinner I'm using is mineral spirits. I found this at Lowe's, odorless mineral spirits. Hopefully that'll be okay. Seems to have worked. And one of the most important things I think that I use the most of in the half cup to paint mix is 3 tablespoons of this Flood Penetrol for oil base. And it is supposed to make your brush marks, help make your brush marks disappear. You know, so, and it seems to be working. Now I do have, I don't think we can see it here too good. I do have, you can see some orange peel, but I have not sanded this yet and rubbed it and buffed it out. And I believe the procedure to do that is make sure that it's good and cured, and then start off with, I'm going to start off with probably 1,000, maybe 600 real light, and make my way up to 1,000. And then I also have some 2,000. These are 7-inch discs that go on a hook and loop pad. It's basically Velcro, right? And then buff it out, and supposedly I should be able to get a lot of this orange peel out. And I still see some little dips and imperfections. I can see one right, let's see here, I'll point my finger, it's hard for me to tell where I'm at. Right there, I could see a little bit of a, wow, you could really see it on the camera, you know, but it is what it is. Honestly, I could see where the money comes in when you have something like this done, because hours and hours can be spent. And I just want to get it to where I'm satisfied, and to where it hopefully doesn't come out embarrassing looking. So I got primer on the fenders already. I sanded them down. Just broke down the original paint that was on there. Just roughed it up. Made sure nothing was loose. And then I just put some prime. This one I got to prime again, because after I primed it, I noticed one spot that I worked on, I needed to put some body filler in again. So I've been using just good old glazing spot putty. That works great. However, it takes longer to cure. So if I'm going to spot putty this and wait overnight and come back, no problem. But if I'm in a little bit of a hurry, I found out that this glazing spot putty pro grade, I didn't know this when I bought it, it comes with a hardener. I'm thinking, spot putty with a hardener, but you know what, if you want to, I guess maybe 20 minutes later sand it, it's dry. I just did that about 20 minutes ago. So that's where we're at with the Comet. Oh, let me open up the hood here again. And as you can tell, I made a mess because I don't have, right back here is the seal, and I have that seal. So when I was washing the car with sanded, materials, it all just kind of came down here and got my engine bay dirty, but that's okay. We clean that up. So this is all primed in here inside. I gotta get that ready to go. Oh, one thing that I wanted to mention also was the front grille. Okay, the front grille, which is in good shape, and the little detail pieces that go on the front grille is aluminum and not steel. And if you polish aluminum up and make it look real pretty, in no time it's going to oxidize on you. Not like the polished steel or whatever the hell is on the trim on the outside. So I took it to a powder coating shop, and the powder coating shop showed me an example of what they can make look something near chrome. And it's a finish they put on it, and then they put a clear coat over it. So that's going to look really nice, because the problem is, one of the problems was, not only was that aluminum grill all dull, but when you've got these really nice chrome bezels on, and then you got a a gray grill next to it, it just doesn't pop out as good. So yeah. Well, that's at the powder coating shop for that. And also a couple pieces were aluminum as well. The aluminum pieces that go, a lot of light here, I don't know if you can see, that go along here. There's a trim, and then there's a trim that goes here, and then there's a trim, a long one that goes here. So I've got a total of 7 pieces over there that were aluminum that I'm going to have this powder coat chrome look to it. What I did in here, this is kind of a Mickey Mouse job, but I think it'll be okay. I scratched out as much rust as I could out of the gutter, and when I cleaned it all up and scratched out as much rust as I could, oh, I don't have it in here. I bought some rust bullet. It's a gray rust bullet. And it's supposed to be better than Pour 15, We'll see. And I coated it all with rust bullet. And then what I did, I thought, you know what? Who cares? After it dried with rust bullet, I went ahead and I used this. This is like a really good sealant caulking. The Silka stuff. Sika Flex. Okay, and you know what? I put a bead of that in there. Took my pinky finger, which is the best finger, and got it all in there. And once that dried pretty good and solid, and then I went ahead and painted. Obviously I used a brush in here. There's some spots that I have to use a brush. I can't use it with a roller. But, with that Penetrol from Flood, it really goes together quite well. Okay, so yeah, I wanted to show you that. Oh, another thing in here that I wanted to show you, and so these are the taillights that I took off, and some of the chrome on these chrome lines, they're not the best, but the black is all faded, and this one got polished up really good. This one has really wide chrome, and it's not bad, but as you could see, I bought 1/8" masking tape, and I covered up, excuse me, that's not the chrome, that's supposed to be painted black. Sorry about that. I covered up the chrome strips covered the chrome strips up as best as I could, and then I went online to try to find a good spray paint, and I found this. I forgot how much. I got it on Amazon. I think it was maybe around 14 bucks or something. Semi-gloss. I figure not high gloss. Maybe semi would be okay. I don't know. What's this? Flexible trim paint. Okay, what got me on this one that I like is the fact that it was boasting fade resistant to UV and whatnot, which is important because it's going to be facing the back end. The sun's going to hit it. So anyways, this will get all sprayed. And this one here is going to get... Oh, this is tape. I'm so stupid. This is tape already over the chrome. So the chrome isn't that bad. The tape is like a translucent blue. So the chrome isn't even that bad on this. It's got some pitting, but it's not that dull. That's the tape on there. I forgot I taped it all. This is ready to get spray painted black. So, and thanks to the guys on the Facebook Mercury Comet page, I asked for a tip. I says, what are you guys going to do? And, well, if you take the time and you pinstripe the chrome, you'll be happy with that. So that's what I'm doing. Anyway, I got lots of supplies, things to help take the paint off. And after I get this thing painted, I'm going to go ahead and I'm in the process of looking online if I could find some nice used rims or wheels, maybe 14 to 18. These are 13s on them. I'd like to go a little bigger and go with non-hubcaps. What else? I think I updated you all with the new... Yeah, I updated you all with the new steering wheel and all that from the last video. And so after I get this done out here, I've got a lot more to do. Then I start the inside. Like I said, I got some rust to do on the floorboard and just rip everything out. Hopefully buy some seats. If you go on Amazon or anywhere actually, and you type in Pro Car low back seats, they got some beautiful black low back vinyl bucket seats. Brand new for a little over $300 each. And you know what? You can't beat that because it's going to cost you that or probably more if you take something thrashed to the upholstery shop. So that's what I'm gonna buy. And let's see, another thing. You know what? I could take it. You know what? Let me start this thing up for you real quick. I took it to the muffler shop, and I think I forgot to tell you guys. I got the pipes put on, got the mufflers put on. Sounds great right now. But when I hit the throttle under load, accelerate, or if I'm under load, it sounds like I got a Harley Davidson behind me throttling it all the way open. And he put on MagnaFlow copies, and honestly I don't like it. Maybe 20 years ago, or you know, when I was younger or further back, yeah, I want to be loud and strong, but I don't like it. I want to be able to drive this thing, you know, and not hear it as loud. So he says it's because of the headers. The muffler guy, he says it's really because of the headers, and I'm not going to change the headers out. I'm not going to change the headers out to just stock manifolds, especially with these Trick Flow 351 heads. I don't know, that's going to be a good idea. So he's going to switch them out for me and just put in some nice stock mufflers. And maybe with the combination with the heads and the mufflers, I'll get the sound I want. You know, so did I happen to mention on the last video I don't think I did. I was hunting down an exhaust leak that I could not find. And I took a stethoscope from Harbor Freight and pulled off the little metal end on the stethoscope and connected the two tubes from the earpiece on the stethoscope, connected two rubber hoses into one big rubber hose, and I was probing around finding the leak, and behind every head there was a leak. And then I investigate further, there's a threaded hole there. Okay, I did some research with TrickFlow. Those are holes for smog purposes. I guess there's a crossover pipe and it goes to a smog pump, which we're not using. So whoever installed this engine forgot to put the plugs in the back. And the thing was so loud, probably didn't bother him because he couldn't hear it. But that made me so happy when I found those holes, because I was battling this exhaust leak. It was driving me nuts. So there's a lesson to be learned right there. I think that's it for now. All right, you guys, stay cool. We'll talk to you later.